following was a national address by the Minister of Education, the Honorable Anthony Boastwain.
Fellow Grenadians, I am pleased to address you once more on the occasion of the conclusion of Deaf Awareness Month. During the month of June, the School for the Deaf sought to heighten the nation's awareness on deafness and deaf education. This was done in order to encourage a more inclusive and integrated society, a more deaf-friendly society, and to draw attention to deaf people, their accomplishments, their possibilities, and also the issues which uniquely affect them. The theme for this year was Recognize My Deafness, but Emphasize My Possibilities. This is quite appropriate and relevant because it is possible for the deaf to work, attend mainstream schools, have families, make choices, vote, have skills, and much more. Therefore, let us emphasize their possibilities. Several activities were undertaken during the month of June which sought to emphasize the possibilities of our deaf community. These include a church service to commence the month of celebration, attendance at an ICT workshop for deaf and hearing impaired persons organized by the Ministry of Communication and Works in collaboration with the Ministry of Education and Human Resource Development during ICT Week. 3. Community outreach to adults who are deaf. 4. A march through the town of Grenville to heighten or highlight some of the concerns that deaf people have. And 5. An educational tour of the island. 6. Sign language classes and interviews with the media, among other activities. I wish to applaud the members of the business community who partnered with the School for the Deaf and the Ministry of Education for their sponsorship in ensuring that the month's celebration was a success. I also wish to congratulate the School for the Deaf since one of the students, supported through the use of an assistive device, was successful in the CPA examination, while another student has completed his tertiary education with success. It is this government's intention to create a paradigm shift in attitudes and approaches to persons who may be deaf or have some special educational need. Our society must see deaf persons, especially students, as persons with rights, persons who are capable of claiming their rights, making decisions for their lives based on their free and informed consent, and who can enjoy being active members of society. We must eradicate the idea that the deaf community requires our charity or need medical treatment. The Ministry of Education and Human Resource Development agrees with the World Federation of Deaf in believing that, and I quote, to deny deaf children access to a quality education and their human rights is tantamount to abuse, unquote. The provision of education for all is the thrust of the Ministry of Education. The School for the Deaf continues to provide support to these students in the mainstream schools through the itinerant teacher for the deaf program and by providing professional development sessions to the mainstream teachers in the area of deaf education. It is therefore necessary for us to break down the barriers which exist, such as negative attitudes and physical and organizational barriers, to allow for a more inclusive society, a society where a person's rights are not infringed upon. The process has begun. Let us keep at it. I therefore would like to encourage teachers and parents to speak to their children on the need to respect their fellow students even if they learn differently. Let us all cooperate as we work towards the provision of education for all. On behalf of the Ministry of Education and Human Resource Development, principals, staff, and students of the School for the Deaf, we thank you for your continued support during Deaf Awareness Month and beyond. May the deaf community, through the efforts of the School for the Deaf, bring greater awareness and enrich the lives of those who are hearing impaired. It is with the greatest pleasure that I now declare Deaf Awareness Month officially closed. I thank you, and may God bless us all.
The preceding was a national address by the Minister of Education, the Honorable Anthony Boastwain.